Okay guys, I'm back with, I think, page 4. I've gone ahead and done the base, cut my 2 pieces, scored one of them. Now, I'm thinking that what I want it to do is have a double fold over that flaps out twice, which means I want them to overlap because, well, just because. So if you can imagine, you know, obviously a little wider than that, but just for argument's sake here. So say they're both about the same size here. I want one on top of the other, so when you flip, so this would be over top, if this is the top of your page, then you add one magnet, and the magnet would actually hold down both because it's overlapping this one. So that would flip out, and then you would be able to flip out the other one. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. And now I just need to figure out the sizes here. So my page measures 8.5. And I want 2 of them, but I don't want them the same size. I want one slightly bigger than the other. So if I take that 8, I could make one 4.5 and the other one 4. Yeah, I think that would work, right? That would be 4.5, and then 1, 2, 3, 2 halves is 4. Yeah, so 1 4.5 and 1 4. Let's try it and see what happens. Okay, I need it to be 6 inches because I need to allow for my flap that would attach it to the page. Okay, so that's my spare piece. And then I want one at 4.5 and one at 4. You ever notice how I flip that over after I've cut? The reason I do that, see, this is the cut line, but this is the manufacturer's line, which is completely straight. So if I turn it, then I definitely have a straight line on 2 of the pieces, if that makes any sense to you. I'm wondering, maybe I could do 4.5 and 4.5. Why not? Why not? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do 4.5 and 4.5. And if it doesn't work, I'm blaming you. Okay, let's try it. See what happens. Okay, need my score pal, and I need to score a 1/2 inch. I'm on camera, right? Yep. Okay, score 1/2 inch on one, score 1/2 inch on the other. I don't know why I do that so hard, like crossing my arms like that. Silly. There's a 1/2 inch there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and burnish these back. So that's one flap. And this is another. And then I'm going to take my corner rounder and I'm just going to do that side. Okie doke. Then I need to burnish this one. And I need to go ahead and cut this. Angle cut my corners. And noticed on my last video I was like totally not on camera. Sorry about that. And I want to angle cut these as well. Get off. Okay, that's that. Now, you see what I want to happen. Okay, once that's stuck down, I want to put one here. Let's do it the other way. At the bottom. That'll go at the bottom. So the bottom one's going to go on first, and then this one's going to go over top of that one. Oops. It will, I promise. Over top of that one, like so. Okay, so then this one flips open, and then this one flips open. That's kind of cool, huh? I think I like that. I did one with 3 one time, but this book's a lot small. Well, it's actually not smaller, but to me, like, that's a photo size, you know? So I think 2's enough. So you see, if I go ahead and put a magnet under this corner here, that will hold this one down, because this one's down. Make sense? Then on this side, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I'm going to do an actual flip up. So we're going to go ahead and cut this leftover piece. So that's the side I want to cut. Sorry guys. 5.5. Yeah. Yeah. 5.5. And I'm open. Come on. I don't know my own strength. There we go. And now I need 1/2 inch for my flap. The page is 8.5, so 9 obviously, but I think I'm going to do it 8 3/4 just so it's not quite to the bottom. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. 8 3/4. There we go. And then I need to score that one. And let's do it this way. I got glue on me. I was doing a few little repairs, or adjustments really, not really repairs, on the book. Which is why I have glue on me. What's this? Oh yes, piece. Okay, so I've got my 2 flaps here, like so, and then this flap, so when you turn the page, then this one will flip up. Okay? And I might put a pocket on this side as well. I don't know. Should I? Is that like overkill? Possibly. I don't know. But I am going to do one of these as well. I'm going to do this kind of pull out because I've got 2 that match here, and then I want 2 that match here. That's just the way I'm rolling. Okay, and I forgot to tell you, I got the invitation in the mail. This is it. This is the invitation, which is, yeah. Anyway, that, excuse me, that envelope I made is like way big. So, anyway, sorry about that. I'm still struggling with this cough. I added corners. I got the Tim Holtz corners. Added that. I still didn't do the booklet. What else did I change? Oh yeah, I had to take this sticker off. I salvaged it, so I'm going to use it on something else. It wouldn't magnetize. It wouldn't stay closed. So I thought, well, kind of pointless having a magnet there that doesn't work. So I cut. This is a border that also matches all that other stuff I did. I don't know where I did it. Where did I do it? No idea. Somewhere. Anyway. Oh, well, I guess the pullout. And the little corners that I did. And I think that's all I fixed. I did glue down the top of this. Yeah. So oh, and I did, I don't know if it's showing. Which way can I turn that? I can't see it from here, but I don't know if it's glittering. Anyways, I put Glossy Accent. Well, it's actually not. It's the Mod Podge version of Glossy Accents. And then while it was wet, I sprinkled it with the Diamond Dust. Or Sugar Dust. Diamond Sugar Dust is what that one's called. And then under here, the Mister, I Glossy Accented. I don't know if that's going to show for you either, but I did it. So that's all I've done in the changes. So, now that I've kind of, you know, given you the idea of the flips, so now when you assemble it, so this is going to go on here. Well, let's just do it. Which tape? This tape. And you know, I do this every single time. I go ahead and I angle cut them. I should just do that after I've taped it. But, you know, I'm just a silly person, so. Nope, that's not going to work. I don't want it sticking out past the bottom. Or do I? Yeah, I can. Because I can roll it up. So let's do that. Yeah. This is silly because then I have to go ahead and angle cut it. And I could just do it after I've taped it. But you know. Alright, there's that one. So I don't know if you can see it from there, but I'm not going right to the fold line. I'm giving a bit of a space there. So it's getting there. I mean, this is page 4. There's only 2 more left. And then, of course, what's going to happen is I will complete the book once the 4th page is designed. And then I'll come back and show everybody the completed book. I'm very happy with the way this is turning out. I really like the paper line. It's very pretty. I tell you, there's not a lot out there that I'm liking that's wedding-ish. I don't know if it's just me, but I even went to my craft store today to see if they had, whoopsies, if they had something I could, you know, single sheets, just to supplement what I have. And I didn't see any, not one thing. And they have like a wedding section. Yeah, I wasn't impressed at all. But too bad, you know, but I guess it's hard, you know, keeping, when you're a small craft store like that, it's hard to keep up with everything. And Anyway, that's my whining for the day. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Yes, I am. I'm going to go ahead and attach it. I always have to pause and make sure I'm not messing up somehow. Okay. And I'm glad that some of you appreciate that I'm not editing anything, that I'm not voiceovering, I'm not fast forwarding. You know what? That just takes way too much of my time. I don't have that kind of time. And, you know, I think that showing my boo-boos and everything like that it's a learning experience, right? Okay, that turned out nice. Wow. Okay, so now I have to look at my book, and that's gonna go there. So I want my flaps on this side. Okay, so they're gonna go on this side. Now we want to do the bottom one first. Okay. So now this is where you really, really don't want to overlap your tape at all, because it'll stick your page closed. You don't want to do that. Okay. And this is also where I'm going to put the pull-out, is on the same side as the flap. I like adding the pullouts. I think it's like an extra surprise. So that's why I'm rolling the tape down. I don't want any sticking to the flap there, or the opening, whatever. Okay. So we're going to put this one, making sure that, I know you can't see it, but I'll show you once I stick it down. So I made sure that I had the bump on the outside, not underneath, right? Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Stuff stuck all over the place here. Okay. So I'm leaving a little bit of a gap there as well, so you don't see the tape. Okay. That back. You could cut it off if you want, but I don't know, it just saves picking it off your scissors. Just I'm lazy, and this works just as well. Okay, now I want to line it up to the top, and make sure my bump is on the outside. Oops. There we go. Give that a burnish. Okay, see, now that would be, once I put the magnet there, that's going to hold that flap down. Ta-da! I'm not happy with that length though. I wonder if I should cut that back or just leave it. I don't know why it's not even. Maybe because I cut it crooked. That's a possibility. Yeah, I think I might trim that up just because I'm picky. And before I forget, I am going to add my magnet. Okay, and I'll show you how I do it. I don't know. And it doesn't matter which way for the first one. And I always use my own tape. I take the one that comes with it off because it's not very sticky. So I just put a little piece of my own on there. And I want it in the corner, so like about there. Oh, dummy, take the back off. Wow. Yeah, did I tell everybody I'm a brain surgeon? I probably forgot to mention that. Okay, really? Come on, Cheryl. There we go. Here we go. Okay, we're going to stick that right there. And then, oh, that's double. I don't want two. Just take this off. Cut a little piece, my own. And then I go, ta-da! I love that. And then I put the tape on. Take the backing off. And while it's still stuck there, I go like that, push down, pull them apart. And then they're exactly where you need them to be. So you see that is going to hold that one down. Okay? So now we're going to flip it over. So this is the top. So this is where we want this. Now I'm going to corner around this one as well. How's my time? I'm at 22, so almost done. Again, see, I did it again. I do it every time. Okay, doesn't matter. I'll just roll it. Okay. Make sure I got it on the right side. Yes, I do. Okay, let's go like that. Yeah. I know I'm mumbling, sorry. Okay. Trim that off. And it goes away. Okay. Again, roll it back. Okay, so make sure you got the right part facing you. So that's my top. So this is my top. Oh. Let's see if I can do this in one go here. There. And there. Okay, give that a nice burnish. And so then there's your flap. So lots of, you know, 2 spots here. Now this doesn't matter because you're going to cover this all up with a mat of paper, whatever paper you decide to put on there. So that's going to go up to there. So that'll cover that up nice. You're going to do the same to the other side. And if you want, I mean, you can put a cute little embellishment down here that's sort of like a little handle, you know, so you can lift it up. I don't know, kind of cute. And then that page is like that. cute, huh? I think that turned out pretty cute. Yeah, so the reason I did the flaps that way is because it's going to mirror this page. So you want them to go this way rather than that way and cover up that side, right? So that's all. Somebody asked me if I design, like, you know, do all my pages first and whatever. I don't work that way. It takes me a while. I like to do sections. Like, I like to mirror my pages together, design the style, then choose the colors of papers that I want to put in there so that they all coordinate. And then I'll go ahead and whatever I've designed on the back, then I try and design something that coordinates with that look. And then again, you know, whatever goes here, I don't want another pocket, so I'm going to design probably a flip like I just did, you know, something like that. That's how I design. I don't do all my pages ahead of time and then put paper on them. I don't work that way. Just because, you know, sometimes I'm not working exclusively with one collection. I'm using different papers. Like in this book, I've supplemented it with other papers I had in my stash, just because they went really well and I wanted a few more patterns involved. So that, you know, whatever works for you, right? I mean, if you're happy with getting all your pages all done ahead of time and then picking your pattern of paper, well, that doesn't work for me because of the way I design my pockets. Like this one here, for instance, I messed up this pocket. I forgot to put the paper over top, and I was having trouble. Well, you saw me. I had trouble getting this in. Well, that's because it kept hitting the flaps in here. So I went ahead and I cut another piece and laid it over top. That was tough because I kept sticking the you know, tape down. And it goes in now, like there's no problem. Well, if you design your pages and you get all your pockets and stuff stuck down and then you decide to cover, you know, paper, you're going to have that problem. You're not going to get, like this one you see was done over top and it just goes in nice and easy. Nothing sticks. So, you know, but whatever works for you. And I mean, I'm not an authority on the whole subject. It's, I'm just hoping that I can help people who've never done one before. And yeah, so that's how I roll. Okay, you guys. So, yeah, stay tuned for episode, I guess this is 9, so 10. Thanks for watching. Bye.